Thomas wiped his tears with his sleeve. He wasn't crying out loud anymore, because at some point, a person understands if he breaks now, everything will break with him. He slowly stood up and looked around the house. Empty, silent, unfamiliar. A house that just yesterday was full of life. He walked to the table, picked up Lucy's soft toy, pressed it to his chest, then his mother's sweater. The smell of home, the smell of the past, the smell of life. Thomas cried again. But this time, something was different. Inside him, a feeling appeared. Quiet, barely noticeable, but stubborn. This isn't the end. The phone vibrated. The message was short. Go to the car. Open the package. Thomas went outside, sat in the car. His hands were shaking. He tore the tape apart. Inside were folders, photographs, names, documents, jewelry, antiques, money, safety deposit boxes, his bank. The phone came alive again. Tomorrow. Exactly 8:30 a.m. You will open the vault. Wear a red tie. That's how we'll know you're ready to cooperate. If you do something stupid, you know what will happen. Thomas stared into nothing. They're sure I'm broken. They think they control everything. He started the car and drove back to the city. On the way, he stopped at the same gas station. He looked at the cashier, a different person. They have a network, a lot of people. But even the biggest network always has a weak point. That night, Thomas didn't sleep. He sat on the edge of the bed, staring into the darkness. Why do they know everything? My family, my schedule, my access, someone close, someone inside the bank. Morning came too fast. Thomas opened the closet. Ties, blue, black, gray, and one, red. He took it. This is not a sign of surrender. This is the beginning. At exactly 8 a.m., the bank opened. People walked in, smiled, drank coffee. The world looked normal, just not for Thomas. Near his office, Michael appeared. Morning, Thomas. How was your day yesterday? His voice was calm, too calm. Don't worry, everything will be fine. He patted Thomas on the shoulder. Thomas's heart skipped a beat. Why did he say that? Does he know? From another department, a colleague approached. Thomas, I need your signatures. Jessie Brown. She handed him the documents. Thomas signed the first form. On the second one, he stopped and began to read, slowly. Thomas, don't worry. We know everything. The police are already working. The information came through Michael. His phone is tapped. Your family has been found. 3 operations are happening simultaneously. Do exactly what they say. If you understand, sign. Thomas's hands began to tremble. They're alive. They are alive. He signed. At that moment, the phone vibrated again. We see everything. If this is a trap, they die first. Thomas closed his eyes. Just a little longer, please. Just a little longer. 8:29 a.m. Thomas walked toward the vault. Every step felt too loud. Exactly at 8:30, the bank doors burst open and nobody moved. This is a robbery. 6 men in masks. 2 of them moved straight toward the vault. Too confident. Michael. And then everything changed. Uniformed officers, plainclothes officers from every direction. Commands, shouting, handcuffs. One by one, the robbers were forced to the floor. Thomas ran. Michael was lying on the ground. Police were putting handcuffs on him. Michael looked at Thomas without a word. An officer approached Thomas. You've got nerves of steel. Talk to your family. He handed him the radio. Dad, everything is okay. We're safe. I love you. Lucy's voice. Thomas couldn't speak. Tears streamed down on their own. Your parents are safe too, Jesse said. They're with psychologists now. A few hours later, Thomas held his family in his arms. For a long time, tightly, as if afraid to let go. I was ready to lose everything, to protect what truly mattered. He saved them, but he knew that night would stay with him forever. Thomas remembered his father's words. The most valuable things in life are the ones you can't replace. In this world, you can lose everything. Money, HR, reputation. But if you have your family, you're still alive. Because family is sacred. What would you do? Would you break the law for the people you love? Where is the line between what is right and what is necessary?